How's it going, guys, and welcome back today to another instalment of our FIFA 19 Manchester City career mode. Again, hope you guys are all well and enjoying this series. If you do, before we get into this, make sure to leave a big thumbs up down below. Make sure to comment your feedback and suggestions in the comment section down below as well. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to click that subscribe button. Again, the growth and the support on the channel lately has been absolutely amazing, so thank you so much for that. It's greatly appreciated. But we're going to get straight now into today's episode. So following the pattern of recent videos, I couldn't really be planning this any better. We're going into a new month. We're entering November. Another 3 games, starting off with Southampton, Shaktar again in the Champions League, who we played in the last episode, and ending things off with Derby Day against Man United. We are at the Etihad for that one. Again, I expect us to win, but Derby Day is always an exciting one, so we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, 3 games, Southampton, Shaktar and Man United going into November. So another one where the big game seems to be the last one of the episode, which has been the case the last 2. We had Tottenham at the end of last episode, which was our first loss in the Premier League. And in the episode before that, we ended off with Liverpool. So all the big games coming at the end of the episodes right now. Again, you guys have been commenting your transfer suggestions in the comment section down below. If you were unaware, we're looking for a backup goalkeeper that's going to replace Claudio Bravo, and also a 3rd string striker. And a couple of new suggestions. We've got Jack Butland and Jordan Pickford. Now, straight away, I'm going to say Pickford, great shape because he's great with his feet, which is something that we're looking for, obviously, at City. But I think he's a bit too good to be playing second fiddle. Again, I said the same about Kepa, that the Chelsea goalkeeper. He's 83 rated, 24, a bit too good to be second string. And you could say the same about Jack Butland. We're currently skating him out, but I think this would be a really good check because he's just gone down to the Championship with Stoke. Although he's not as good with his feet, obviously, as likes of, I was going to say Edison, but no one's as good with the feet as Edison, but the likes of Pickford, Kepa, I think he still could be a very good shout, so he might be someone that we pursue. We're just waiting on a skate report back on him. And also Timothy Weah as a striker, youngster at PSG, of course, son of George Weah, who actually played a little bit for Man City, which was a very short stint at the club. But Timothy Weah, a player with a lot of potential and someone that could also be a 3rd string striker. We're again waiting on a skate report back on him. But 2 very good shouts there, Butland and Timothy Weah. But if you have got any more suggestions that aren't on this this list at the moment, again, be sure to put them in the comment section down below. It's much appreciated, guys. So Company again is also still banging on about leaving. We actually played him a little bit in the last episode to try and persuade him to stay, but it looks like at the age of 32, going on 33, Company might be leaving the club at the moment, which is a massive shame. Something that I do want to avoid if possible. So yeah, let's brace ourselves for January if that does happen. We might be needing another centre-back if that does happen as well. Something else that we've not really looked into yet in this series is the youth squad, something that we've not touched upon whatsoever. So that's something that I am going to get started off in this episode. We're going to hire a scout, but I want you guys in the comment section down below to tell me what nation that we should be scouting in and what kind of player that we want to go for as well. So leave your comments on that as well below. Here we are then, guys. First game of today's episode against Southampton. We're back at the Etihad and we need to bounce back after what was, we lost our first game last episode. Let's not forget, against Tottenham. We need to get straight back onto winning ways. And this is a game where that should be able to happen. You'd expect us to beat most teams in the Premier League at home, if not all. Southampton, of course, one of I think it's fair to say one of the weaker teams in the Premier League. They've lost some of their better players over the last couple of years, and they've never really strengthened to get back to that level that they were at, where they were sort of almost pushing onto a top 8 team a couple of seasons back now. But this should be a game that we win, and the team that we've put out should only make that even more of the case, because it's a very strong 11 we've got out there today. So here is the line. You can see it's Edison in between the sticks. We've got Walker, Stones, Laporte and Mendy across the back 4. Midfield 3 going to be coming up here of De Bruyne, Fernandinho and David Silva. And then a front 3 of Sterling, Aguero and Sane. I would say that is our strongest 11. And I've been rotating a bit and bringing in Bernardo into the middle, and there's been a couple of other players dropping in and out of the back 4. But in real life and right now and here, I think that is our strongest 11. And here is how Southampton are going to line up. Have they brought in anyone new? This is always the exciting thing. They've got McCarthy in goal. They've got Jansch in defence, who's a new signing. Vestergaard, a new signing for them in reality for the season, of course, in the back 4 as well. Midfield 4, they've got Armstrong, Højbjerg, Redmond and Ward-Prowse. And a front 2 of Danny Ings and Mina. I don't know who this Mina kid is. I'm assuming he's a new signing, not someone that I'm familiar with. But let's get into the game anyway, guys. Let's bounce back from that Tottenham defeat and make sure that we pick up all 3 points here. Here we go again. Kyle Walker getting very far forward right now. Aguero is going to land it back, and it's blocked to net for the first corner of the game. Pattern developing already. Can we have a good delivery, please, Kevin? It's not a bad delivery at all. Off the post. Good save by the keeper. I'm not sure how that stayed out. Fernandinho. Finds a bit of space. Oh, Fernandinho. I think that's his first goal of the season. It's been a familiar pattern at the start of this game. The pressure has been on Southampton. Only just past 5 minutes in. But look at that for a strike from Fernandinho. We were looking to score a couple of minutes earlier from the corner where the keeper pushed it onto the post. But that one, you are not saving that. Looked like an absolutely fantastic strike. Laid off to him on the edge here. Shakes to make a bit of space there on his right foot. And what a hit that is to take us into an early lead. And that's exactly what we needed. What a strike, son. David Silva. And look, that run of Aguero, I'm pretty sure he's just straight offside. It's a phenomenal ball from Silva. We finish it anyway, but he's just offside. But David Silva there between the lines. Look at the run from Aguero. Yeah, he's comfortably off there, isn't he? Or is he danger at 1-0 up? But, you know, we can easily get one goal out of nothing. Back in the game, we need that second goal to put this to bed. Sane linking up with Aguero to try and do that. And that's a great return from Sergio Aguero. Leroy Sane. Oh, how is he not pulling away there? It's a great bit of defending, but I really thought we were going to be in. Good ball, Southampton could grab one just before half time as well. This would be a bit of a blow. Oh, they do get one back. Southampton, who have been nowhere near this game for the first half. And all of a sudden, after all our domination, this is why you need the second goal. They get one back and it's nodded home from close range. Edison didn't stand a chance, but for all our domination, pegged back just before half time. That is a sucker punch. Oh, we need to pick this up. Well played, Sane. Right, can we get a breakaway? Come on. Raheem Sterling looking for the give and go with Aguero. Sterling's gone. I think he's just about onside. It's Raheem Sterling to give City the lead here. Can we do it? Oh, what a chance and what a save. Going to bring Bernardo Silva on for David. Just over 25 to go. Hopefully that can give him some fresh legs and make the difference. De Bruyne gets there though. The high pressing continues. For all this dominance though, we need a goal. Bernardo Silva's just come off the bench. Bernardo Silva, and that is how you do it, guys. Bernardo Silva been on the pitch for no more than 5 minutes, I would say. And his legs, his fresh legs, make an instant impact. He finds a bit of space on the edge of the box. In the centre of the park, he's been so good for us this season. In this career mode, in reality, look at that. Bit of a fake shot to find the space. And powers it past the keeper. That is what we needed. And it's the least we deserve. Southampton should not even be in this game. Want to be whipped in. Can we get a head on it? Oh, it's touched away by our own man. Frank de Jong, he's only just come on. He's going to go for one. It opens up a game for de Jong. Oh, flipping heck. Sane gets it now, though. Is that a pen? Oh, if it goes down there, that's a penalty. Leroy hit the deck. Whip it in, though. It's a great ball, you know. Back stick. 3-1. And that is game over. And is that Bernardo with his second of the game since coming on? This guy, this season, has been absolutely outstanding. We've literally just taken off Sterling to bring on Frankie de Jong to add a bit more fresh legs and defensive cover in the middle of the park, which has meant Bernardo's gone out to the right-hand side. Sane could have had a penalty there, I think. Jumps over the tackle, but then little fake shot, gets the cross in, all on his own there, Bernardo Silva. The smallest man on the pitch probably winning the header, and that gives us the third goal and the assurances that we're taking the 3 points here. So the full-time whistle should be any second now. It was, again, we dominated this one, but Southampton coming back into it always has a seed of doubt, but we get the 3 points, a 3-1 win. Bernardo Silva saving the day, coming off the bench towards the end there, grabbing 2 goals. Fantastic performance from him, and a screamer from Fernandinho, ensuring we take the win. And now we move on to our second game in the group stage against Shaktar. Here we go then, guys, at the Etihad again. I think we're at home for every single game this episode, which is kind of unusual, but we're taking on Shaktar Donetsk in the Champions League, and we've actually gone with a pretty rotated team for this one because we've got the derby game just 3 days after this one, so we want to make sure we've got fresh legs and everything for that one. Obviously, that goes without saying. And in the Champions League so far, we're doing okay. We're top of the group, you can see here. If we win this game, it puts us in an incredibly strong position, but I think we should be okay anyway. The group's standing anyway, so that's why I've rested a couple of players in this one. You'll see the lineups in just a second, but yeah, Shakhtar, we destroyed them in Ukraine in a 20-minute period where we absolutely, I think, put 3 goals past them, so hopefully we can do the same here again, this time at home, obviously. So here is our lineup for the game against Shaktar today. We, of course, have Edison in between the sticks as ever. A back four, which is the same almost almost. You can see we've got Zinchenko coming in there alongside the usual suspects of Laporte, Stones and Walker. Midfield three of De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva, and Toussaint. And then a front three of Jesus, Brahim Diaz getting a nod here, and Morris. So a very big game for that left-hand side. Brahim Diaz coming in for I think this is his first start in the Champions League. And of course it's Zinchenko, who I'm putting in because he's progressing really well. He's now up to a 74 rated left-back, you know. He is being, the way it's going, he's turning into a very, very good backup left-back, a very good understudy for Mendy. So hopefully that can keep on going, and we'll keep on giving him game time whenever we can to help his progression. But here is the Shaktar lineup. To me, looking at it, it looks exactly the same as the lineup that they went with when we played them the first time round, off the top of my head. Marlos and Tyson, the main men, as I think I said before, that can cause issues if given the time and space. But you'd expect us to win this one, especially at home. Good running there from De Bruyne to get on the end of that, because he wasn't the favourite. Pulls it back for Kyle Walker. Tried to use his pace to go inside and drop it back to somebody, but it didn't quite happen. That's poor by them. Jesus, we've still got a man in there. If he can get it across, he can. Oh my lord, what a header that is to give us the lead. I tell you what, Jesus puts in a magnificent cross, and Riyad Mahrez with an absolutely sensational header. It only needed the slightest touch to guide it past the goalkeeper. Look at all the space he's got here, losing the ball in a really poor area. The cross just about beats the man, but Mahrez, the faintest of touches, but it was what was required to put it past the goalkeeper and give us the 1-0 lead. But that is a magnificent header. Great header from Mahrez. Not something that he's known for, obviously, but I'll tell you what, keeper didn't stand a chance with that. Good ball out wide. Shaktar looks to try and bounce back immediately. It's a great touch as well. I'll tell you what, well defended in the middle, but I thought he was going to cross that first time. It was a magnificent bit of play. Good towing. Can we get away with this now? Can we break? So we start bringing it forward. We have got the runner down the line. Go on, lads. Brahim Diaz shows what he can do. So agile. He's dropped inside. Look at the man on the edge. First time, whack that. And that is 2-0. Lovely, lovely move. Brahim Diaz at the heart of it, carrying the ball down the line, lays it off to the edge to Kevin De Bruyne, and when he's hitting them from that distance, first time, doesn't matter what foot it's on, you know the keeper is going to be in for a tough time, and he did not stand a chance there. Absolutely rifled past him. And very similarly to when we played Shaktar away from home, 23 minutes in, we're a couple of goals clear and looking comfortable, but what a finish that is from Kevin De Bruyne. On his weaker side, like I say, hits it first time, but the keeper, look at the technique, he does not stand a flipping chance. We've got a runner down the bottom as well in Mahrez, and just like in Ukraine, look at the space we've been given here. It's absolutely outrageous. We should drop this back to someone. It should be 3-0. It's a great chance to put this well and truly to bed. De Bruyne, perhaps he could have let that go across him and used his left foot, but puts it just wrong, because what looks like a no-look finish almost, and great chance to put it to bed. Played out wide. It's not like Shaktar haven't had a threat in this game. They've had a couple of half chances and they've got the ball in the box again, but we defended it well again. And again, half chance, and this time it's taken. I don't think he's offside, and that pulls Shaktar back into this tie. I was just saying that it's not like they haven't attacked. They've been around the box a little bit, but we defended well, or they haven't been clinical. This time they are clinical, and unfortunately we concede a goal, which brings the game back into contention for them again. He takes that really well, to be fair. Just before half time as well, which is even more annoying. Back into the game. It's allowed by Gabriel there as well. Mahrez. Go for with Fernandinho. Fernandinho has only just come on the pitch. It's against his former club. He scored a screamer last game, and this was not far away. Look at that. Oh my lord, look at that. Look how close that is, guys. Fernandinho. A couple of minutes to go for us to see out now. It's a great header to help us do that. Jesus finds De Jong. He's played it on. It's got to be. It's not got to be, but Mahrez has got a great chance, and it is. It's 3-1, and just like the Southampton game, we've ended up conceding a goal, but coming away with all 3 points. The same scoreline as well, and it's Mahrez who gets himself a brace in this game. This one you'd perhaps expect him to score a bit more. It wasn't an easy chance the way he was positioned, but he takes it really well. But his first goal, that glancing header, still can't get over that. What a finish that was, and that is game over. They've got a chance. I'll tell you something. It's 3-2. They've got a goal. It's not going to make any difference in this game. But I swear that is exactly the same as what happened when we played them at Shaktar. Didn't they like score a really late goal to make it look closer than it should have been in that game as well, if I remember rightly? Great finish first time. Fair play, but like I say, it's not going to make too much difference overall. It's Viktor Kovalenko that gets to go, and I think the whistle's going to blow from the kickoff, which, like I say, I'm sure is exactly what happened. As the whistle does go, when we played them last time, it's a 3-2 win. That pretty much almost definitely puts us through in the group stage, if not mathematically. You know, it's almost going to be almost impossible for us to screw it up at this point. But going into this United game now, the biggest game of the episode, of course. 2 wins out of 2 this episode. Let's make sure we make it 3, shall we? Here we go then, guys. There's the scene, the Etihad Stadium for the Manchester derby. This is another big one, guys. Another big one, and our team is pretty much as strong as it could be. We've got decent form, other than that Spurs loss at the end of last episode. You know, we bounced back well. We should win this game. In this modern time, we are a better team than United, and we should be picking up all 3 points here. You can see they have had an awful start to the season as well. 11 games in, and they are in 11th place. Much like in real life. I mean, in real life, they're not that low down, obviously, don't get me wrong, but, you know, struggling. And we need to take advantage of that and make sure we pick up all 3 points here. Let's take a look at the lineups. So here we go then. Here is our lineup for the game. Our strongest, except for one semi-enforced change, and that is, as you can see there, Otamendi coming in for Aymeric Laporte. He's not injured, but he was a bit low in the old stamina, so we've taken him as a bit low on fitness. But the rest of the big boys coming back in that we rested against Shaktar. De Bruyne coming in, Bernardinho, David Silva, Sane, Aguero, Sterling. We are looking good. Have United signed anyone? They've got De Gea in goal, probably the only player that's sort of decent enough quality to get into our team, I would say, in real life. They have signed Alexandro, which is a big boy signing. Made it at right back as well as a new one. Matic in there in the middle of the park alongside Pogba and Pereira, interestingly. And they're going with the front 3 of Mata, Sanchez and Lukaku. So not the lineup that I would expect to see from United, but let's hope we can take all 3 points from the derby. Come on. Raheem. Going to go inside Sergio Aguero. Can we spin in here? We can. It's great from Aguero. Look at the edge of the box. First time David Silva. It's a good save from De Gea. Silva on his weaker foot. Still got a good shot away there. Sterling at the back stick, unable to win the header. Not surprisingly against Alexandro. And Alexis Sanchez brings it away. Of course, could have been a City player. Went to United where he's not had the best of times, but he's done well there. And he's found Lukaku, who's also done decent. Looking at the back stick. Oh no! United take the lead. I don't know who it was. It's Matic just finished it. Someone slipped over in the middle of the box. What happened here? Look at that. It's mended the back stick. Leaves us in all kinds of problems. And all of a sudden we find ourselves 1-0 down. And this is not how I expected this to be going. Andreas Pereira did well in the middle of the park initially. It's now gone to Matic, who's found Lukaku. Surely. What is going on? That is like very much like the Christian Eriksen goal that we conceded. And that is outrageous. I can't believe we're fucking 2-0 down here to United. Look at this. It's incredible. It's ridiculous is what that is. Lukaku flicks it up. Bicycle kick from outside the box. Ederson's got no chance. We played well in this game and we're 2-0 down. I can't believe this. Fernandinho. Sterling appears to be the option. That's where we've gone. Raheem Sterling. Still Sterling. Going to drop it in there. This has got to be. Come on. 2-1 before half-time. Pick that. But, okay, I was trying to pick the ball up. He's just run through the net. But it's before half-time. We get one back with Aguero. This is not over. Come on. Going to look for Sane at that back stick. If that makes it. Oh my God, it's made it. Leroy Sane. Please. Leroy. It's a great chance. What is going on with our finishing in this game? Right place to win the ball though, and look at Sane. Come on, Leroy. What can we do? Oh, it's really good defending, but we have still got the ball. That's the thing we say about United very often. Really good defending. Fernandinho. Options everywhere he looks. Sterling, great play. Walker to get it in. Back stick. Gets a touch. How are we not scoring? How are we not level? It's awful. De Gea. It's an absolutely catastrophic error. Aguero. He's hit the post. I can't believe this. I can't believe it. It was a gift. Alexis Sanchez down his right-hand side. He's got it in there towards Lukaku. I don't believe it. I don't believe we are 3-1 down in this game. We're going to lose this. We've had so many chances. And Lukaku has punished us with 2 absolutely magnificent goals. What is that all about? This is absolutely ridiculous. 2 on the volley. I don't know what to say. We're going to make changes though. And we're going to go super attacking. De Bruyne. Toussaint. It's a terrible pass. Meant for David Silva. He does get there eventually. Jesus. Aguero. Good ball to Bernardo. We're going to check back inside onto his... Oh, I think we're wanting too much time. We're wanting too much time. What a chance. How? Mendy getting forward. I think it's all a bit too little too late now, though. Bombing on. Finds David Silva. Makes a yard. It's blocked again. It's the 90th minute. It's all over. We're going to lose this game. It's going to be 3-1, and I don't know how. There it is. The full-time whistle goes after the Manchester derby. And I can't believe the manner in which we've lost that game. It's two absolute worldies from Lukaku. We got back into it with Aguero. We had so many chances, it just would not fall. I mean, you're going to see the stats at the end, and it's going to be ridiculous. We've had 12 shots, 9 on target. They've had 6 shots, 4 on target. If the 4 shots on target, they've scored 3 of them. And I don't know what to say. I'm absolutely frustrated and annoyed at that. I don't know how we've lost. Let's have a look at the league table. So you can see we actually end off the episode 3 points clear of second, who are now Liverpool. So despite the fact we lost that game to United, we've actually opened up the gap still at the top to 3 points. I think it was only a point before. But maybe it's going to be a thing on ultimate difficulty with us that against the bigger teams in the league we've struggled. Because when you think about it now, we drew with Liverpool after being in the lead. We've lost to Spurs. We've lost to United. So maybe that's going to just be something we have to get better at over time. But I do think we played really well in that game. We were just... You know, two Lukaku worldies and not being clinical ourselves is what's cost us. But regardless of that, guys, I hope you still did enjoy this episode. If you did, like I said at the start, leave a big thumbs up on the video. It's always massively appreciated. Subscribe if you're new around here. And yeah, that's going to be a wrap on this one, guys. I'll catch you all next time. Nidge out.